music to my ears. Welcome to the channel and the homestead. If you don't know me, my name is Cody, and today we're gonna be getting the International 435 baler ready to go. We just finished up tedding the hay, so I should be ready to at least bale the first set of fields that we had cut, I don't know, 2, maybe 3, it might have been 3 days ago. So I'm hoping to be able to do that tomorrow, but this baler I have not done anything with since we brought it home. So if you missed that video, be sure to go back and check that out when we brought this home, picked it up. I have the tractor 460 sitting out here, so I'm gonna back the tractor in, hook it up, pull it over to the shop. I have the manual, so we're gonna go over everything on this thing. There is some junky hay in it because it has sat outside for a little bit, maybe a couple weeks before I got it. So we'll get all that cleaned out, get the twine and stuff that is in there out. There's not much, but a little bit of thistle twine, or thistle. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the previous owner of this said it runs much better on poly twine, and that's what I have, so I'm gonna switch over to that anyway. Grease everything, go over it all. We're gonna run it, make sure, we're just gonna make sure this thing is 110% ready. That way I have hopefully no surprises, because I don't even think I'm gonna try running the 269 tomorrow because it's been 4 years. Me having a little bit of curiosity makes me want to try the couple things that I did want to do to this baler, the 269, to try it and see if it worked or works. But I don't know. I don't feel good about it because it's been 4 years. And I guess if I only had one field of hay, wouldn't be a big deal, but I have like 7 or 8. So I got quite a bit to, they do want nice weather for the next like 3 days, but it's still a lot at stake if it doesn't work and you can't get it picked up. Definitely don't want it to go to waste. It's really nice stuff. So with that said, we're gonna get this thing ready to go. There's our knotters. And there's that junk hay that I gotta get out of there. Yuck. I do have to put on the PTO shaft since I pulled that off to transport it home. Not a big deal. There is a little bit of sisal twine in here, not a whole lot. There's definitely a lot more on that spool than that spool. Either way, I'm getting rid of that. Well, that stuff's tough, or my knife is just dull. Come on. Tools are coming out. Yuck. That's a lot of junk in there. Definitely want to clean all that up. All the moldy hay is out. Bale chamber looks pretty good. A lot better than the 269, that's for sure. And I greased everything. I think, anyway. Everything should be good to go as far as that goes. I did turn everything by hand, tripped the knotters, everything rotated. So, and I got the old twine cleaned out of the twine discs and everything. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to hook it up to the tractor. I'll put the PTO shaft on, get that everything bolted fast, and I may try and run it. Obviously, I've seen it run low speed, but I probably would really like to run it in a little bit faster speed and then trip the knotter assembly and kind of see what it does and get that grease and the lubricant through everything. And another thing I want to do is check the gearbox. I may put all new oil in that. grease is going to cause a problem. How about we just do that? Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. So I will pick this back up in the morning, trying to get this thing ready to roll. I have to put the twine in yet and get everything. I want to put the chute, actually, now that I think about it, from the 269, because this doesn't have a chute. So I think I can mount the old chute from that on here and then put our twine in, get that all ran through. And then I think we should be good. I'm gonna go through the manual tonight, look at everything, and I do want to check our tension on the twine tension there. So, because it's definitely different. Sisal is 4 to 10 pounds, plastic is 1 to 2. So I have a tester, I can check that. And other than that, I think we're gonna be pretty much ready to go. Next morning, it's sunny, but it's hazy. Apparently from Canadian wildfires, I guess, there's gonna be smoke in the atmosphere. I don't really know. Hopefully it gets a little more sunny and really dries the hay good today. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to obviously do. We gotta finish the baler. I popped the sediment bowl off of the tractor, and that's a lot of rust. That's some big chunks. So it's no wonder it was clogging up the inlet coming out of the tank. Yeah, I'm gonna clean that out, throw that back in there, and we'll fuel up, and then we'll jump back to the baler. I got bolts in the gearbox area here. These two were missing, I'm not sure why, so I put bolts in there. I'm gonna cut out the twine in the 269, throw it in here. We'll get everything strung up and probably try to run it that way it threads the needles. And then we'll probably unhook this, maybe pull it forward, get the wagon out, get that ready. And I don't think I'm gonna ted any of the fields. I could ted the ones that we cut a day later. However, the ones that I ted yesterday that we're gonna be baling today, I think once it warms up, the dew burns off and it gets kind of warm, I think we're gonna be good to just rake it. And then, you know, the air and the sun will dry it out a little bit more that way. It'll get flipped. And then I think we'll be good. I don't think we really need to waste time tedding and go through all that. Just seems a little unnecessary. So, you know, some of the other fields that are on the thicker side probably wouldn't hurt to be ted, but that, hopefully we're not going to be baling any of that stuff till tomorrow. If everything is dry today, then that's different. Then that'd be great. But I have time. We have a good window. The weather is looking good. So I'll get the twine out of that, get it thrown in here, and we'll just keep moving. I'm going to take this Sisal twine and throw it in the 269. I'm not going to thread it right now, but we're gonna put that in here to try this down the road. Actually, what I could do, just cut these in here, and yeah, we got quite a bit of twine in those. So we'll cut these in here and we'll just tie them on, throw them right in here, then it's ready to go. And then we could, you know, potentially try and run this again, change some things, see what happens. I don't know. There. I don't know if those knots will pass through or not. No pun intended. Now I just follow this diagram, set our tension, and we should be good. Everything's strung up, I got tension, and we're tied off back here. So I'm gonna rotate it by hand. We'll pop the PTO off, rotate it by hand, trip the knotters, get it to thread itself. And then I think we're pretty much good to go. That worked out pretty well. Really well, actually. Matched up perfectly, other than it being bent, which was, I did that a long time ago. Don't ask how. And that should be it. The only thing I did not do yet, now that I think about it, is since the twine fed itself up in here, I do have to get it off the hooks. It did say that in the manual. That needs pulled off, pulled out of the hooks. And then we will, there we go. And then we will cut the twine off the bottom where I tied it. So now we should be able to start baling. It is 11 o'clock. So the sun is out, it's getting hot. Still not as bright as I would like. I mean, it is, but you can just kind of tell it's not perfectly blue sky. Again, I guess it's from the haze of wildfires. It's nothing really down here affecting the air quality. I guess it's just up in the atmosphere, but regardless, it may just take a little bit longer for the hay to dry down. So I'm gonna probably go get a bite to eat, and then I'll come back out, we'll check it, kind of see what it looks like, and we might start raking at that point. So at this point, we'll close that. I will cut these lines off down here, and then I think we're ready to go. I just have to oil the chains yet, because I forgot to do that. Otherwise, we're good. So that's gonna do it for getting the International 435 baler ready to bale. And I will be taking you guys with once we start baling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time.